Yo, 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 yo. What it's Weather Wednesday, and I am back playing Raid Shadow Legends. It's been a difficult week for me. Some things have happened, but I'm back to play some Raid Shadow Legends. We're in the midst of a personal CVC, and it's going pretty well. Oh, let's see. Getting some easy 3v3 fights out of the way. Let me know. Let me know how your raid day is going. What's going on in the game? Eugen starting tomorrow, Friday? Guess we'll talk about that monstrosity. See who's gonna go for that. Let's see. Wow. I'm adjusting to the new live arena times since daylight savings was a couple weeks back here. Let's see. So we are kind of crushing these guys. Unfortunately, it's insanely hard to get all of this over here. You have to absolutely destroy the other clan. Beating them pretty bad, and we're still nowhere close. Unfortunately, we would need to put up another like 5 million or something stupid just for that. That's clearly not going to happen. Let's see. I don't currently. Well, I can do this. Let's go for that 0.01%. Just kidding. Get 400th Mask of Rage. Got a ways to go for anything good here. So I did work very hard yesterday and today on my turtle team. We'll be taking a closer look at our turtles here. Let's see if I can put away any champions. I like to get champions out of my way if I'm not currently using them. Let's see. Makes it easier to search when you're actually trying to find relevant champions for live arena. That's better. Let's see, I didn't mess her up, did I? No, okay. How you guys doing? Been a while. I haven't been on since last Tuesday. How's your CBC going? Did you get your turtles built? I'm having a lot of fun with my turtles. It is a little bit annoying that everybody has them. But that's just the way it goes when you got free champions, fusion champions, relatively guaranteed champions. A lot of people get them. But if yours have better gear, you have better strategy, you can overcome that. One thing about the turtles is I don't really like to auto run them. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes Leo's counterattack wipes them out pretty quick. Let's see what can we do here. it is important to test out the turtles to see what kind of teams you really want to be going up against. They can't beat everybody. Not very easily, at least. Let's see. Take out Arbiter. And we protect our Leo. Let's see. I guess we'll get rid of him. Sort of. Cheshire Cat is just hiding in the corner there, waiting to attack. But we're just gonna have to sit this out for a minute. Block damage is a big issue that we gotta wait out, basically. But we got ways to deal with that. All right. Sometimes you just gotta wait them out. There you go. Good thing about the turtles not being too fast is they don't necessarily outrun their buffs so quickly. So what do you guys think? Are you enjoying the turtles? Are the turtles being kind to you? It does feel like people just kind of moved on once they got them. Always on to the next thing in raid, but hopefully you guys took the time to actually build and test out your turtles. I do typically spend personal CVC as a very important time of building newly important champions to me. So either champions that I recently pulled that are really good, or champions that I've had for a while that either need a gear update or suddenly they became relevant to new content, something like that. So I spend a lot of my resources getting my points, and I'm well over the 400,000. Hey, good job, Scrub. He is too. He's trying to catch up with me. Are you out there, Scrub? Are you lurking already, or have you shown up yet? So I I I do save my books for this time of the month, and or in particular the legendary books. And so I had to fully book Leo, and I might have had to fully book another turtle, I forget, and then like partially book another turtle. There you go, Scrub. You're almost caught up with me, even though you have to play multiple accounts. How's your let's see. Your not your account. You almost caught up with me there too. See if you can get Sleepy up to 400k. So, I have all my turtles fully booked, like completely, even their A1s, because I really want to make my turtles like an important team on my account. I think that they're fun to play with. I have them all, so why not? So they're all fully booked, pretty well built. Maybe not perfect. Number one, it comes from, well, when we win our CVC, about 5 hours, I need to run more Sand Devil and Shogun's Grove, because there's not enough dust or oil or essence or whatever in this game. Yo, Timothy! Stole you from Erroneous's chat. Hey, Trey. Trey, are you the one that I'm supposed to be doing a takeover for during CVC? I've been kind of out of commission for the last week, guys. Sorry about that. So basically, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I had gallstones and they suck. Don't get them. So kind of messed me up for a little bit. Dealing with it. Had them before. I had your takeover, but not today. That's fine. Were you gonna be building some champions or something? Unless that was somebody else. This is the time to get a bunch of silver from your forge. But maybe you're building turtles or something. Okay. So, my turtles. The most important thing is they really need blessings. Yeah, I mean, that's just the game today. If your champion doesn't have a blessing, they kind of suck. Like, you could have the best mythicals, and they're not going to be nearly as good without a blessing. Lydia in 2 days. Nice. Good luck. So I got the 5-star in Leo. Maybe you guys watched the shard pulling videos from Leo weekend. Yeah, it's basically impossible to use most champions without a blessing. Maybe for like Curse City or whatever. Maybe. It's so hard. I mean, I'm so lucky that I got like I pulled a 2-star Empress. Tim doesn't save soul stones. He buys soul stones. Oh wait, soul stones are yeah. I'm confused. There's soul stones and then there's star stones now. Right? And gemstones. So we got gemstones, star stones, soul stones, and I have gallstones. I do not run. I think buying the extra keys is stupid. 150 gems plus 120 energy. Just buy soul stones. Like at that point, just spend money in the shop and buy soul stones. Anyway, so I have a 5-star on Leo. I have a 5-star on Mikey. Of course, that one was free. This one was super not free. It cost me all my shards, basically, except I kept most of my primal. I regret not going harder for Donatello's 5 stars. I probably should have just not gone for April. I should have gone for, I don't even remember how we did it. I don't remember. Wasn't it a hero path event for Donatello's stars? I should have just gone for that from you guys again. It was a rough week. It was a bad weekend. Not gonna lie. So I only got the 3-star for Donatello. A 5-star would actually be huge for him in retrospect. And then I got the 1-star Raph from the shop because I could not afford to. I don't even remember how we were getting his soul. I feel like it was expensive though. So, but here's the thing. Blessings. You know what? I'm going to show you guys in a battle the blessing. Let's go up against like a stupid. Okay, this is probably a good team. I just want to see how it does. The thing about the turtles is I think it's important to practice. Just to see in reality how your account is going to do against certain teams. Certain teams I know I'm not going to. If they have a Commodus, no thank you. That's not happening. So you can actually see lightning cage, lightning cage, lightning cage, lightning cage. And there's a very important reason for that. Not everybody's going to do that. I know that. But I've got stone skin, lightning cage, sheeped, which is unfortunate, but I actually have a plan for that. It's not a perfect plan. Yeah, this isn't a pretty good account. This could be trouble. Let's see, but this could be interesting. Block revive on Sun Wukong. He didn't see that coming. Let's see. Let's get rid of this jerk. Oh, we won. How about that? How about that? So I guess I'll have to go back to the build, but I do have a plan for Leo being absolute sheep bait. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for joining us. I have not been live in 8 days, and that was kind of lame, but I'm back. We're having fun here. All right, so Leonardo. Lethal, stone skin. Great damage. Great damage. Defense, resistance. Ultimately, it would be better if this was defense percent, but I don't have all the dust in the world, and I don't mind him having some resistance. Speed with speed. That could also be defense percent, but I don't mind him going decently fast, personally. Not insanely fast, but decently fast. And then if you can get defense up here, or even HP, pretty good. All right, so on the ring, defense with defense. Amulet, crit damage with crit damage. And this is a pretty nice banner, guys. 4 speed rolls on a defensive banner, also with resistance. Now, this one I really don't mind being resistance because you're not going to get that much defense if you were to get defense here. It's not that much. The resistance is pretty nice. So total stats. Total stats. 47k HP doesn't really matter. As long as he doesn't get one shot, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it could be a little bit higher, but it's not bad because he's going to get that stone skin. He's going to, if things go right, he's going to get stone skin or he's going to get the unkillable, right? 6,901 defense. Pretty decent. Pretty happy with that. Obviously, the higher you want or the higher you can get it, the better. 258 speed. Pretty nice, honestly. I would say if you can get to 250, that's pretty good. He doesn't have to be super fast. The turtle team isn't going to be super fast. I overshot the crit rate a little bit. There's nothing I could do about that. And 303 crit damage. And then I actually have him decently built for resistance at 443. Obviously, it's not going to work against like an Armons or Fabian or something, but you might be able to squeak by against certain Mariuses or something. Maybe a Marius, maybe an Odin that's kind of built for a little bit of damage, a little bit of accuracy. It's not terrible to have some resistance on him. I don't think most people are building him that way, but I don't mind it personally. Let's see. So there's his build. Now I'm trying something. Nice, Trey. I think that this is an interesting relic that I really wanted to try on Leo, and I don't really mind it. I don't think that's what most people are going to go for. I think that if you're one of those Kraken YouTubers that have 8 different cat's gazes or some BS like that, you're probably going to put that on. I have one cat's gaze. It's on my Marius. So I put on Mask of Disquiet, which has resistance and defense. And if I get built up to 15, he'd also get a little bit of speed. But check this out. Wearer has a 30% chance of activating an instant turn effect on themselves after returning from sheep. So this is what I'm talking about, where he is total sheep bait. If you go against an Armand's in like classic arena, not necessarily in live arena, but in classic arena, he goes after a Leonardo. Now, wouldn't you love it if he returned from being a sheep and suddenly he can just throw on his A2 and he's fine. The sheep did nothing to him. He gets that automatic unkillable and his HP doesn't really matter at that point. 6,200 defense with 330 crit damage. That's nice, Trey. What kind of build do you have him in? Like what kind of gear? And so, like I said, Lightning Cage on all my champions because they're all built in stone skin. I don't want them to get stripped. That's why I've got good resistance on a couple of the champions. And the Lightning Cage just gives an extra chance that they're not going to get stripped. Because 3 of these champions can do damage. Any of those 3 can absolutely win a last second battle for you under the right circumstances, and they have for me. Now, if Donatello's your last champion, you're screwed, just quit. He's not doing any damage. Random pieces, but he smacks. Yeah, I mean, I do typically recommend that most of these champions get stone skin if you can get it. We'll talk about alternatives for, like a lot of people like Raphael in unrealistic gear that maybe Timothy has, maybe Scrub has, but I don't have. And then masteries. Lasting Gifts is good. Cycle of Magic is good. Helm Smasher is good. Well, and gemstones, whatever I could find. Where's resistance increases, damage decreases, where's defense increases. They're not the best gemstones in the world, but they're just what I had. Honestly, for most players, if you watch other people's reviews when they have all the gear, all the stuff in the world, they're gonna be like, oh, just use these 3 mythical gemstones that nobody else has. Be realistic. Use your brain on gemstones. They're not complicated. They're difficult to get. Yeah, I stop bragging about your terrace. I want terrace. By the way, guys, I do have my Cardiel built. I've got his masteries. He's not built. He's leveled up. I didn't feel good enough to work on him in the way I want to. So we'll probably get back to Cardiel like next week or something if I can figure out. I want to try to throw him in. I want to see if I can find a good speed Fire Knight team for him. I would love if I could figure out Calamitous and Cardiel. If I could find a comp for them. Calamitous can do some crazy things in Fire Knight. I don't think it's easy, and I don't know if I can pull it off, but we'll see about that. All right, so there was Leonardo. Who's next? Yeah, well, I mean, I think that I don't think that the top players are going to use the turtles unless they're just trying to have fun. Like the very top. Like you're leveling up. Maybe even Scrubs leveling up. But at my level and everybody below, I think it can bump you up to you can surprise a lot of teams with the turtle teams. I've beaten some teams that just it doesn't make any sense that I've beaten them. The way that the turtles work, the way that I've built them. You can win so many different ways. They're surprisingly survivable the way that I've built them. They don't win everything, but they can win a lot of surprising battles. A lot of people using turtles in Siege. Yeah. That was true last week. I threw my team in there. I don't know if I should have put it in defense, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen Cruisen use his turtles. Yeah, I'm not expecting that my team would beat you, Timothy. But guess what? Nothing else I have can either. So until I pull the mythical champions that you guys promised me, till I pull the Galathier, something like that. I mean, if I pulled, my next 30 whatever primals, if I pull like a Galathier and a Nice or a Nell, something stupid like that, maybe I could sneak one by you. If I receive RNG. All right, so Mickey, I guess we're on. Probably the least favorite turtle, but he still do crazy things. He can still do some AoE damage. So I got him built very similarly. 4 pieces of lethal, 4 pieces of stone skin, and 1 random piece of immortal, just because it had some stats that I wanted. So I've got crit damage with attack percentage. Yes, I would love this. I would love for this to be crit damage. Give me more dust. I don't have all the dust. This is attack percentage with accuracy. I did want a little bit of accuracy on him. It's not it's not enough to like do something like a Fabian would do, where it's just going to land on everybody. It's enough to land on like maybe the other team's damage dealers, something like that. Yeah, I feel like turtles can. If you have all the turtles, I think that you can punch above your weight class a little bit against somebody that has a very good team, but maybe has a weakness that the turtles can expose. Like, yeah, if they have like one mythical and it's not a bomb mythical, you might be able to sneak around that mythical champion now that you've got all the turtles. All right, so attack percentage and speed with speed. I've got attack. This should be attack. I need more dust. Crit damage with crit damage. And then attack with attack. Total stats. 47k HP, 6520 attack, 242 speed. Actually pretty good crit damage, 358. And then accuracy 302. So built pretty similarly to Leonardo. A little bit slower, more crit damage, less attack than Leo had defense. And then I just have a Talon on him because that's what I have available. I'll probably switch this up eventually, but for a damage dealer, unless you have something like the Cat's Gaze or, you know, something really good, a Talon works 90% of the time. Like, it's fine. If I felt like getting a Talon up to 15, I'd get some extra attack out of it as well. You don't get a lot of gemstones to put on it, but it's fine. You get some crit damage, a little extra HP. It's fine. It's not the best relic. It's a rare, but it works. Lightning Cage, like I said, and everything's booked. And very similar masteries. Not exactly the same, but there you go, Helm Smasher. Donatello. There was so little hype for this guy when he was the fusion. Why? He's probably the second favorite turtle. Like, if I had to rank what I feel like most people think about the turtles, probably Leo first, then Donnie, then Raph, then Mikey. In game, not the show. Who's your favorite turtle? Mine was Mikey. Mikey, then Raph. Didn't care that much for Donatello or Donnie growing up. I should rewatch the show. I rewatched the pilot episode. It was pretty good. You like Raph better than Leo? In game? That's a hot take. Interesting. Is it just for the what the heck is it called? For the Berserk? Well, if Big Daddy Cruisen says it, you're probably right. Okay, here's the thing though. The top guys, like you, have everything. So is he better because you have all the mythicals and you can fit him in with those mythicals better? Or is he better on an all turtle team? Like he's more important to the turtle team? Yes, Raph kills you, you're not coming back. That's why I really like him against like Sun Wukong or something. But Leo just stays alive. Honestly, like with all three of the damage dealers, I have found times where they win me the match. But Leo does the most. Also, guys at the top have Raph built very differently than I do. If they can. But we're on Donnie. Yo, my wife in the chat, unless it's one of my kids on her phone. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to fight you because you're probably right, and I like them all. So Donatello, I have him built in Feral, so that if I go up against a bomb team that's not Commodus, I can cleanse. Maybe I can survive. And Stone Skin. Plus one piece of Chronophage just because I wanted the resistance. That's the one good thing about Chronophage is you can throw on a piece or two of accessories and get a little bit of resistance, maybe some speed. Oh, that's my baby girl. That's my youngest. Probably just got home or on their way home. So, I've got HP gauntlets. It rolled defense. I just kept it. Don't have all the dust to bother to change that to HP. I've got resistance with resistance, triple speed roll. Pretty nice. Speed with speed, some resistance. HP, Chronophage. Unfortunately, this is defense, but it had the highest resistance. And then resistance with resistance, another triple speed roll. So I do have a couple of good banners on this team, which is nice. Total stats. I do need more resistance glyphs to make this better. But it's important that Donnie is your fastest turtle. And he's got good resistance. My resistance isn't the best, but it's getting there. I've got 84k HP, 4000 defense, 309 speed, 693 resistance. Now, if I get some good glyphs, and if I could get him up to 5 stars, I could get that much higher. But that's where I'm at today. I've got plus 15 Wand of Submission. That's the best Wand of Submission on my account. Get some extra HP and some speed. The accuracy isn't doing anything for us. Pretty much just turn meter stuff on the gemstones, lightning cage, like I said, on everybody. Trying to protect my buffs. Fully booked. We'll work ourselves down. Timely intervention. Defense support. It's very important that he is your fastest and he's got good resistance. Best resistance that you can find for this kind of gear. You can also go with like 9 pieces stone skin. Or like if you had a bunch of chronophage, 5 pieces wouldn't be the end of the world. But I don't know too many people that were really going after chronophage. I did a little bit, just a little bit. Got some accessories just for that extra resistance there. So then we come to Raphael. Now, this is where I have beef with the big boys. Day 213. That's pretty good. I've seen faster. I've seen free to play faster. But it took me, I want to say like 13 months. It was harder back then. But also, I was a pretty dumb player my first 6 months at least. Pretty dumb. I was pretty bad at the game early on. Now, Raphael, here's where I take issue with some of the advice on Raphael. Not because there's some videos on like during the free to play challenge. I think somebody did it free to play in like 3 or 4 months. I think that's even been broken. There's some crazy fast like free to play players even. Yeah. Just people just like using stun sets on everybody, using champions that are like level 40, level 50. It's crazy. But Raphael, this advice makes me mad because nobody can freaking do it. And I'll explain. Now I've got 4 pieces of Savage and 4 pieces of Stone Skin, and then just a regular old banner. This, I feel, is the most realistic arena build for him, even though it does come with its own issues. And I understand the advice, but it's not realistic. What somebody like Cruisen will tell you is the best thing to do is 6 pieces of Merciless, and then 3 pieces of reaction gear. Let me tell you something about that. Good freaking luck. Good luck finding your 3 pieces of reaction gear. I'm sure that you all have an attack piece of reaction gear, 6-star for barbarians. And then a 6-star barbarian reaction crit damage amulet. And then a 6-star reaction attack banner, right? Every single one of you, right? Shut up. This is why I know you don't. Because I watched Cruisen explain this. That this is the best build. Do you know who doesn't have this build? Cruisen doesn't have this build. He explained that this is the best build, and Cruisen himself doesn't have it. That's how insane that freaking build is. Shut up about 6 pieces of Merciless and 3 pieces of reaction gear. You don't freaking have it. Yes, Swift Parry too. You don't have Swift Parry either. Nobody's getting all this Swift Parry gear, except for a few Krakens that have been around for 6 years. Yes, Swift Parry's the second best build. Nobody has Swift Parry gear either. You don't have it. Even that's 50-50. That's bullcrap. I understand that a few people have it. But if you're making videos for thousands of people to watch, why are you explaining in long detail gear that only like a few dozen people have, and that they are not the ones that need to watch your videos? They already know. They're already in those group chats. They're already in the mad Discord server. Yeah, you might have You might have a piece of reaction gear. I understand. You might have two. You're not having an insane build that way. And how many of you guys are really farming Swift Parry gear? I understand it's become more popular among the top players over the last 6 to 12 months, maybe. And I'm not saying it's even factually incorrect. It is probably much better build. Good luck getting it, guys. Timothy, do you have all that reaction gear? You're a huge Kraken, but you've only been playing a couple years, right? Have you won enough CVCs where you have that kind of reaction gear? Specifically for barbarians? It's hard enough to find like merciless accessories playing Cursed City for 2 years. Nobody has that freaking build. And if I didn't get gallstones over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, whenever it started, I would have made this into a video. But you guys just get the live treatment of it. Nobody. Not even Brucein has 3 pieces of reaction gear, so shut up about the reaction gear. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Savage and Stone Skin for the love. That's probably a super old video trick. Crit damage with attack percentage, because I don't have all the dust in the world, that should be crit damage. Attack percentage with attack percentage, beautiful. Speed with attack percentage, love it. Attack, that should be attack, but at least I got a couple of attack rolls. Crit damage with crit damage. Attack, this needs to be redone to get attack. I don't need the resist on him. Another triple roll of speed. I got very good banners on this team. Even Timothy will agree with me of this. Banners are super important in this game. Now here's another tricky relic. Just like Leo had his fancy little relic that gives him that instant turn after he returns from sheep. Raphael also has a tricky little relic, Last Laugh Amulet. I pulled this. Did I do this live on stream or did I make a video with my relics? I forget. I think I came out with a video pulling all my relics, didn't I? Wearer has a 30% chance to activate a delay effect when receiving fatal damage. Basically, your boy's gonna die, but maybe he gets it one last strike in. Maybe he can kill somebody, or maybe he'll be part of a counterattack before he dies, or maybe he can get cleansed and healed or something. But even though he's supposed to be dead, and you don't have a reviver on this team, he can still get some kills in. It's like you've been shot. You're bleeding on the street. But you see the guy who killed you. And you get one last shot in before he can go do more damage to anybody else. That's what Last Laugh Amulet's all about. 100 days for Lydia. See, there's some fast. Right? Are you free to play, Trey? I forget. Can't keep track of y'all's spending records. Yep, banners, chests, and boots. Absolutely. Gauntlets too. I mean, it's important to get good gauntlets. Timothy, I don't know why you always come in here lying to me. I didn't hear from you in like 2 weeks. You gotta be lying. It doesn't have to be this way. Masteries, Helm Smasher. Now, did I steal all these masteries from other people? I probably did. Who I stole them all from, I don't remember. I might have straight up stolen every single one of those masteries from Cruson. I forget. But those were the masteries. He saved you? Are you talking about recently? Or like, that's how you stayed around in the game long enough to be a proper Kraken? Free to pay. Welcome to America. Trey, how's the protest going? You guys a proper country yet? Oh, dang, Timmy. Chat wouldn't be the same without you, Timmy. Can't go anywhere. Timmy. So, this is the very specific team that I do not want to go against ever with this team. Commodus, he's just going to bomb me. I die instantly. If I'm going up against Commodus, I'm going to try to survive with like my Marishka. Like Marishka or the Galathier that Timothy promised me I would pull that I still haven't pulled. Something like that. Not doing it. Going against Neve kind of sucks too. But I bet we beat this team anyway. Sometimes you just got to wait out the block damage. See, I can't do anything right now. I can increase my speed. And I'm going to outlast their block damage. Because I've got unkillable here. Can't do anything else. Now look, she already doesn't have her block damage. So maybe... Look, she's dead. Can't do anything else. Just A1 that sucker. Doesn't matter. Now, this is why it's important to have good resistance, even on a Leo, because Sun Wukong might try to steal all my buffs. Let's see, she doesn't have block damage, so let's do this. A1 on her. Ooh. She just survived. Oh, now Sun Wukong doesn't have his. But we're going to need a cleanse. I guess we can't get it. And he's dead, but he's not dead. Let's see. We'll go straight there. Is that enough to kill him? Not yet. Nope. Okay. Okay, we do not want to cleanse. He's got Berserk. Ooh, tough little sucker. All right. He's dead. Sun Wukong is not. And we'll do this. Will this be enough? Yeah. So that's kind of why you want your turtles to not go insanely fast so that you can kind of hold on to your buffs. I didn't need to use the A3 because they had block damage and I couldn't kill multiple people. I forgot about the stupid fusion. Okay, Timmy. What am I looking at here, Tim? Besides all these stinking mythicals, is this your main account or your second account? Show off. You guys want to talk about this stupid fusion that I'm absolutely skipping? That seems to not be working very well. Got like no info here. So yeah, basically he's like the second or third best bomb champion, and he's probably fine to have. I don't know where can I find info on this guy? Is he up on Hell Hades or anything? I don't know where they keep all those graphics. They tweet about him. Wait, is it in what's this dude's even hat or something? Roz. A stupid name. Oh, Cross. So, what do they think about him? Good for waves. He's a bomber. What is there even to say about this dude? He's a bomber, but like his kit doesn't super work perfectly from what I've seen. Oh, you're right. It will remove all buffs, huh? I didn't think about it because he didn't have the block damage that she had. So that's a good point. You're right, Trey. I should I should have done that. But you have to be able to kill him. But Leo is a pretty good killer. This fusion, guys, honestly, who has the resources anymore, guys? I don't know about your shard count, but mine is brutal. Today, I finally got a sacred shard after like 3 or 4 weeks without any from the Demon Lord. I finally got one today, and I got one from Doom Tower. I'll get another one in a few 2 days. I got some ancient shards. I got some void shards somehow. I haven't gotten a primal shard in like 2 weeks. But the real reason is because it's a fragment summon. I believe, isn't it? And I need 9 more fragments for mod. And I've got the Rat King, so I don't need this okay bomber, even though my Ogren tribe sucks. I could probably use him, but I don't have the shards, but I want mod. Do people still use mod? I don't even know if she's still good. But I've been waiting and waiting for mod. So this is why I'm skipping the fusion, because I need 9 more fragments for mod. And if I get like 80 frags, if I do everything except pull shards, I just might be able to get mod. It'll probably be close. I don't know if I can get 9, but if I skip this fusion and maybe one more fusion like it, mod could finally be mine. Are any of you guys going for it? And my heater's way too high. Trey, I don't know how you have 4 sacred shards. How's anybody have any sacred shards? Unless you didn't go for Leo and his 5-star stinking soul. All right, who else can we go after here? Let's see. They kind of. I'd probably beat that just because they don't have good gear. I have seen things like this, where you throw in like another good like mythical with like 3 of the champions or something. I've seen like, partial turtle teams with mythicals. Let's see. Beating Nell is no easy task. Okay, I'm going in expecting to lose, but we'll see what happens. All right, you just got better luck than me. That's nothing new. Okay, look at that. I still have 2 of my stone skins and my block debuffs there. Let's see. I don't have anything to cleanse. Who do we go after? Can we do this? Dead? Okay. Now I protect myself. And maybe we get a block revive? No. It's okay. We killed 2 of them anyway. Apparently they don't have the strongest account. despite having good champions. That was not as impressive as I was thinking that might be. It had a lot. This is why total player power is not everything in the game. Maybe he had took gear off those champions or something, because they sucked. Like, maybe he didn't realize they were on his defense. Maybe he was doing something else with his gear. But that was no that was fighting a marshmallow with fire. Peanut pickle platters are not the jam. You know what, Thugzilla? I relish our time together. Hey, Justin, what's going on? You guys might have missed out on a rant or two already. All right, let's see if we can find. Going against other turtle teams is boring. I'm not doing that. Going against Volcanos is not the best idea. Are they strong? Maybe. Maybe we can do this. If we can do it fast enough. Oh, they didn't even put any stone skin on him. They think that his passive is going to win them the game. Oh, geez. What kind of relic does this boy have on him? Okay, we're going to get a little burning. That's okay, because we have unkillable. All right. So he's dead now. We're going to get attacked, but who cares? Did nothing to us. He's dead. He's block revived. Let's see. We need an AoE. Guess what we have? Ooh, not quite enough. There we go. Leo just shows up when he wants to and just wipes everybody out. I love Leo. You know, I did watch Boozer's video. Well, I sort of watched it. I've been sort of watching a lot of videos the last couple weeks because I haven't felt well. I think I fell asleep halfway through it. It happens. But we did have Sir Nick last year, and we had Tormund the year before. So maybe there will be a difficult Titan event. But it would be cool. I think he mentioned, like, what's that dude's name? Sounds like Kremlin, but it's not. Carolyn. He mentioned, I think this was in his thumbnail at least. Looked Christmassy. Is he supposed to be like anti-Santa Claus or something? I forget what he's supposed to be like. Because it's not Krampus, right? Or is this like a version of Krampus? I would love to get a Taurus because I have Marishka. I also have a 6-star Taurus soul waiting for him. But that day might never come. Holding shards for Christmas. I mean, I don't know how often they've done this, but I know a lot of times, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, they'll have 2 times on everything. And let me tell you, I have pulled all my shards before. They'll give you like 2x ancient, 2x void, 2x primal, 2x sacred. I know one time I pulled everything and I didn't hit legendary on anything. But I didn't like have a ton of shards. And I had no luck. I don't know about trash, or Tim. Just not nearly as good. How about trash? I feel like I missed some messages. Let me ask you guys a question. Better than that stinky old fusion. Who's got Cardiel that they use? How do you use Cardiel these days? Look at this dude. Really covering his hindquarters. Sacred order, huh? I'm probably gonna try to use him in Fire Knight. I don't know where else to put him. You guys talking about Taurus. All you Taurus owners, I don't care about no Taurus until I get mine. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna try to do, Thug. I just need to find the right team. It's funny because I just like a couple months ago got my Fire Knight team to work consistently when I finally got uh my second newt built properly. But the team's not fast. Like I was running Fire Knight 6 for the longest time because I couldn't get a consistent Fire Knight 10 team. Because I didn't have Cardiel, I didn't have Valk, and I couldn't quite get the speeds right. And I didn't have my second newt. So show you my Fire Knight team. I'm not gonna run it. But like my fastest time ever is 3:33. I'd love to get a team that's like at least close to a minute, at least under 2. So I run this team. I had the bunny in here for a long time, but they work better together. I just had to get my speeds up, and I can't use Newt's A3 or the team will end up dying. That's why it's so slow. Like I can't get them fast enough to get back around to decrease the turn meter again fast enough. It's really annoying. So that's why I was happy to pull Cardiel. How's your guys' CVC going? We are crushing this German, maybe, team that looks German. They could be Austrian or something. Uh, I mean, it's definitely the German language, but we're crushing them. I used to have, I don't even remember, Creaden or Nildor. I have, I have them both built. I used one of them on my team like a while back. Wish I had Padraig, but I've seen a crazy speed team with the Calamitous. And if I could figure that out, that'd actually make me happy to have him. Now I did add Calamitous to my Hydra team a couple weeks ago or something. I just tossed him in there and he improved my team by like 100 million on Brutal. And his damage is not the most. Like, it's not Marius levels. It's between Thor and a Thorion. But he also he brings a lot of other stuff to the table. So I finally found a use for my mythical other than like Curse City. But like, who cares? It's just Hydra. Hydra's kind of not that exciting for me anymore, even though it was a really fun part of the game until they nerfed it, and then they brought in Titus. Now we have to do stupid Titus teams. Scrub and I have the exact same Titus team. I gave up at this today because who wants to run Titus 100 times to get that perfect run? I like building Hydra teams. Like, don't get me wrong, it should be the most fun part of the game. But none of the clan bosses are that much fun anymore. Hydra is simply not fun because you can just auto run it anyway. Like once you get a good enough team, early game, mid game, it takes some work. Early game, it sucks, honestly. But as you progress, things get easier and easier. Like, it's not that interesting to me. Like, I put up 700 million regularly on hard, and I don't even care because it does nothing compared to a stupid Titus team. And Chimera is just the worst rewards. You spend like 2 hours on this crap every week for like three mythical materials. If you're lucky, you can get like uh what the heck do they even call it? What do you call these stupid things? What are these stupid things called? Doesn't even say what they're called. I forget what they're called. Whatever those stupid things are. The rewards for Chimera suck. You crappy gemstones. Like I usually just get like rare gemstones. Yeah, like who even think the only thing I have to think about for Demon Lord is make sure do my champions have gear on today? I have to change out. I need to take Donnie out of my Demon Lord team because I have to change his gear like 4 times a day. Or I'll screw up my run. Oh, I would you guys remember back in like early June when like Chaos Awakes came out and we all just had to like do stupid little tasks to unlock prizes. Why haven't they done that again? It's been 5 months. It's been almost half a year. Did that not bring in enough engagement? We did that all the time in Watcher of Realms when I was playing that. I don't know if they still do it. I know they've had like this big like Dracula push, which is really weird because it's freaking November. Why are all the raid content creators pretending that pretending that they play Watcher of Realms right now? Ash used to. And then he quit, and then he tried to come back, and then he quit, and he tried to come back, and then he quit, and he tried to come back. And then sometimes he does promos for them. What do you mean corner shop? Like where you sell things or where you make things? Basalt. Thank you, Justin. Oh my gosh. There's too many there's too many items to remember the names of it in this game. You got stones and stones and stones. You got oils and essences. You got potions. Too many freaking items. Too old to remember all these stupid little things. Well, they haven't released a lot of mythicals. I think they only do the 10 times when it's like a brand new mythical. The real question is, will we ever be able to buy a mythical soul stone? Or do we just have to hope someday I actually get something decent for the few mythicals I have? And also, how come the champions that I actually want a soul for, they never show up in the shop? I do not believe that every champion gets a fair shake in the soul merchant. I will get Robar every other week, but I will not get the champion that I actually want a soul for. Yeah, even if it was just one, just I want this one mythical. Next time I pull any mythical, make it like a 1 in 3 shot. It's the mythical I want. Because I've got insane souls for the mythicals I don't have. There's literally, I have a soul for almost every mythical in the game. If you count this, 6, 12, 18, 21 mythicals plus the 4 that I have, that's 25. I think that's every mythical in the game. Literally only two mythicals do I have a 1-star soul for, besides the champion that I actually have. Everybody else I have a better soul for. So not only did I not get the mythical that I didn't really want, it's one of the few that I didn't have a great soul for. Okay. I don't know. What else is going on in the game, guys? It's been fun ranting for the last hour and a half. TBC is pretty much a pushover for us, so I'm excited to actually get personal rewards for the first time. Well, like the second time all year, I think. My old clan, before I joined this clan, we lost like 6 in a row personal CBCs. And then this clan, we kind of got wiped out last month, but we won the month before. We kind of figured out how to tank finally. It'd be nice to actually get some rewards, some medallions. It's crazy. As good of a clan as I'm in, there's still people that don't go for 400,000 points. I've been doing it for like 3 years. It's so easy. Like, I never miss 400K. Like, I don't get it. It's not hard. Just plan ahead. Six-star Nishak is pretty nice, Thug. My Nishak sucks. I absolutely love that stupid rat. I've had a 1-star on this dude, like pretty much from the beginning of Souls. I couldn't really find a great way to use him in Arena. He just doesn't. He didn't synergize with everything else I try to do in Arena. He needs to go so fast and have such high accuracy and such high attack. It just wasn't working. But I've used this guy everywhere. I've used him in Arena. I've used him. I used him in Hydra for a long time. I used him in Doom Tower places for a long time. Still some places. I love this. I love this stupid fat ugly rat. But 6 stars, man. I might have to change my mind if I had a 6-star on him. I'm skipping this fusion too. Skipping the fusion because I got no shards. It would be cool if we had a really nice Titan event for Christmas. That would be nice. But maybe I'll just get a fusion anyway. Maybe I'll finally get my mod. Yeah, I use them for Bommel too. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I can even look at it. Let's see. Yeah. That's my Bommel team. I had to like manual Bommel. I don't know what happened, but I feel like Bommel was treating my team differently this month. I had to change some things around, change the team. I had to manual my way through this stupid boss. Threw in Marius just to get in some quick damage. I saw some people use like a newt or two. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I should be doing. I should just be blasting through it. Ooh, triple newt. Triple Newt's got to feel pretty good. Yeah, I should do that in 3 months. The thing is, I don't farm Bommel, so I don't give too many rips about it. If you only have to spend like an hour a year on a boss, how much do you really care about it? I am so close to mod. And I tell you why I'm close to mod. It's because like the first 5 months that I played this game, I couldn't get enough shards to do any fusion. So I had like the first 4 or 5 fusions, I had like 60 to 80 fragments for. Like this is like Vlad, the vampire guy. He was one of them. Like around that time period, like 4 years ago. Yeah, World Boss would be so much fun. Well, I don't even know if this is like a rumor or if this is like I don't know how much of it they announced. Something about 7 bosses coming next month, but like no details on that. It'd be cool if it was Doom Tower esque. What if it was World Boss though? Like daily we had to get through different stages, or like monthly we had to get to the point where we were all attacking the main boss, and then everybody gets certain rewards, like personal rewards, and like everybody gets some rewards. I don't know. It would definitely get people to be playing the game, and all they care about is game time. Yeah, I feel like we have enough clan content. We got CVC, we got Siege, we got 3 clan bosses. We don't need any more clan content. Clan quests. Don't forget your energy in the clan shop. Don't forget your Lego book. Have you guys ever played a game with a world clan boss? I don't know if I have. I don't think we had that in Watcher. We definitely had like world events, like the Chaos Awakes one. Let's see. I need to check. Do I have any? Get some more points. Get some more silver. I don't know about you guys, but I do not use perception nearly as much as I used to. I could probably sell a lot of perception gear. Having Feral come out for free, 6-star Lego pieces every other week, if not mythical. Let's see, uh, if you guys haven't done your Chimera keys, you got about 6 hours left. I did mine this morning. I feel like this rotation is a little bit harder than last month's. Did okay. 8 trials here and like 11 trials. And a lot of damage on my nightmare. 11 trials, 180 million. Kind of embarrassing for Scrub with his 162 million and 4 trials. I don't know what he's spending all that money on. 4 trials, Scrub. Come on. I played Dragonair for about 3 days and realized I would have to actively play it on my phone all day. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I like I like Raid because I can click a button and look away for 10 minutes. I don't really like having time for manual either, Scrub. It's that I don't really have an auto team. Not all of us have those fancy mythicals. Actually, I don't even remember what your team looks like. What's this lazy team look like, Scrub? Not everybody has an Arbaeus and a Harima and an Elva. Stupid Elva can never get her. Infinite personal chest. I think the only thing that's infinite with Raid is the pop-up offers. This is your infinite chest. Right here. You can infinitely buy a handful of gems. A box of gems. A pile of gems. A chest of gems. A sack of gems. Or just gems. You can buy void shards. Ancient shards. You can buy primal shards. Plarium was in a war and they didn't stop selling us stuff. I went back to being poor and I didn't buy the monthly gem pack. Just felt like being a crack in that one day. Oh, anything else going on in the game, guys? It's been fun ranting with you guys tonight. Don't personally have much left to do here. Should probably get some rest. Still recovering a little bit. Might be able to stream again tomorrow night. We'll see. Don't think I have anything in the way, but you never know. Not sure if the fusion's starting in the morning or the next day. Oh shoot, Thanksgiving is next week. Uh the first thing you need to know is that I don't stick to a schedule very well on here. I don't I'm not leaving town or anything. We're not having a big Thanksgiving. It's just my family and my parents this year. Uh my brother's not coming down cuz his son went to college and he wanted to just have Thanksgiving with his wife and son, like have their own special thing this year. So I'm gonna have a very simple Thanksgiving. I'll probably spend that day with my family. Might do some Black Friday shopping, I don't know. But I don't foresee anything else changing. Seems pretty likely that I would stream Monday, Tuesday, possibly Wednesday, maybe more. The thing about it is, like, I could do like Thursday or Friday stream, but I don't think anybody's online during Thanksgiving, you know? I don't think anybody would show up. Except y'all. Y'all don't really have Thanksgiving. Those of you not in America, huh? So maybe y'all would. Because I know like half of you guys at least aren't even Americans. So maybe. Uh, I expect that I'll be streaming some though. Yeah. Well, Canadians also have a Thanksgiving, but theirs is like in October. They're not as thankful as us though. They're more like apologetic. We're thankful. We're thankful. They're sorry. I think they have a sorry's giving. That's right there. Well, the game sometimes has Black Friday sales, so save up for those precious, precious 5% off gem deals next week. I think last year they didn't even have good deals. They're just like, hey, here's our regular prices. Give us money. So for you big spenders, hope your hope your wallet is prepared. Mine is not. All right, guys. I think that's it. I'll try to be back tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. I'll be back when I'm back. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Wilder Wednesday. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your clanmates. See ya.